some of you may know, the province of Ontario recognizes individuals who have served 25 years or more of service in elected office. And first elected as an Ottawa City Councillor in 1982, Diane Holmes retired briefly from City Council for a 3-year period. And I was trying to figure out, because I knew that Diane was elected in 1982, and we're now in 2012, which is 30 years of service, and we're giving her a 25-year service pin. And then you take the 3 years off, that would be 28 years of service, which means that she should have got this award from the province and the city 3 years ago. So I was asking the city clerk, I said, why is it that we're honoring Diane Holmes for 25 years, when in fact it's 28 years and it's really 30 years? And she said, well, they submitted the paperwork, Leslie said they submitted the paperwork to the province of Ontario, to the Ministry of Municipal Affairs and Housing 3 years ago. And I said, who was the minister then? And she said, it was you. My apologies for losing the paper. My deputy minister didn't tell me that at the time. But we're here to celebrate 25, 28, and 30 years of service for Diane Holmes. As I mentioned, Councillor Holmes was elected in 1982. And it's really difficult to put in summary 25 or 28 years of service in just a few paragraphs, but I just wanted to highlight some of the things that I know Diane is proud of, and certainly her constituents who continuously elect her with strong mandates each and every election. She was very much involved in the creation of Crime Prevention Ottawa and also the Women in Sport program. Being a member for over 20 years of City Living and now Ottawa Community Housing Board of Directors, in which over a dozen affordable housing buildings and co-ops were built. These are multi-unit buildings, and served with distinction as chair of Ottawa Community Housing for a number of years and is still on the board. And she has been a strong advocate for affordable housing for a long period of time. And we see evidence of that throughout the city of Ottawa, particularly in Centretown. And one of the more recent examples of great success that Diane has had is, of course, the Beaver Barracks projects next door to the Ottawa Police Station and YMCA, and of course Cornerstone Housing, which she lobbied the province and the city to ensure that we had the necessary funds to build that beautiful new 42-unit housing building. She's been a long-standing supporter of green transportation and pedestrian-friendly neighborhoods, and it's because of Diane's insistence that we actually have a comprehensive cycling plan. We have more money, not enough, but more money into sidewalks and sidewalk repairs, and that we're well on our way to finally bringing forward light rail, something that she has advocated along with the O-Train for literally decades. And this is just a sample of the work that Councillor Holmes has done. And as I said, to list all of the files and projects that she's been involved with in her distinguished career would take a very long period of time, but the proof is in the pudding. Each and every time she has presented her name as a candidate in Somerset Ward, she has been easily recognized by her constituents and elected to office. Faire la liste de nommer tous les projets auxquels elle a contribué sera un très long exercice. Cela prouve l'énorme contribution et son dévouement envers la communauté, surtout les résidents de son quartier. Pas seulement les résidents de son quartier, mais elle prend une position pour toute la ville, pour des choses importantes comme transport en commun et l'environnement. Councillor, I want to thank you for your service. I know my colleagues on City Council also want to acknowledge your leadership role now in the field of health as the chair of our very first public health board, independent public health board in the city's history. And with that, I would like to invite Yasser Naqvi, whose private members bill actually was the impetus to get the health board created, and to speak on behalf of the Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing, who is the former mayor of Ottawa, Bob Shirley, but the certificate signed by Kathleen Wynne, so you might want to get Bob to superimpose his signature on it, and to ask Yasser to say a few words on behalf of the province of Ontario. Thank you very much. Merci.
Thank you very much. We clearly were supposed to have your signature on it, but we won't go into this. But it's my great honor to be here on behalf of the Premier, Dr. McGuinty, the Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing, Bob Shirelli, and the Government of Ontario to recognize Councillor Diane Holmes for her incredible service, and let's say it, for 30 years of service in building our city. Let me just bring a community perspective, and I see a lot of members of our community here today to recognize Diane's amazing work. I have the privilege of being a representative where Somerset Ward is located. I've had the honor of having Diane as my city councillor for 5.5 years when I lived in Centertown. I have seen her work directly, and I think all of you can attest to that. When it comes to issues around community safety, when it comes to issues around access to more affordable housing, community health, the sustainable growth of our downtown core, Diane has been there. And Diane's there in an honest way. Diane is there in a thoughtful manner in advocating for positions on behalf of our community. And I think we can all clearly say, be it the old city of Ottawa or the new amalgamated city of Ottawa, we are a better city because of Diane Holmes' interventions, because of Diane Holmes' ideas, and her thoughtful way of building communities, bringing people together, and making sure that we're getting things done. So if you bear with me, I think we should all engage in a chant together and say, 30 more years, 30 more years, 30 more years. There's a lot of people wondering, Diane, are you running again or not? But it's my great honor once again, Diane, congratulations for your hard work on behalf of our city, on behalf of our province, because we do represent nation's capital, which is the second largest city in the province of Ontario, and how our city does really sets an example for the rest of the province and the country. So thank you, merci beaucoup. There's a pin, so let's see how the pin works.
Well, thanks very much, Mr. Mayor, and Yasser. It's been great working with both of you on various projects, and very helpful. You work very well together. And I want to thank all the people who, in fact, have done most of the work, like the community associations, the health centers, the recreation associations, the BIAs, the arts groups, the heritage groups, the green groups, the pedestrian groups, the bicycle groups. It means they're all very active groups in the city and in my ward as well. So thanks to all of them, and thanks to the staff who have been so helpful in many things, and thanks to councillors who usually indulge me, you know, when some of my so when a community and a councillor and the staff work together, we can do wonderful things, and we have been doing that for many long years. So thanks to everybody for all the work you've done all over time.
Congratulations, Félicitations, Councillor, and thank you also, Yasser Naqvi, for being